How did you access information about video games and the gaming industry? Was it from word of mouth from friends, content creators like YouTubers and streamers, magazines, or conferences like E3 and Game Awards and Summer Game Fest? For me, it was word of mouth from friends and magazines and conferences. What's going on, everybody? It's Alpha Chino here, and I'm here to talk about a very sad topic, actually. And this is about Game Informer shutting down. Pretty much everybody knows about Game Informer, but if you do not know about Game Informer was pretty much the #1 go-to source for upcoming games, current games, ratings of games, also talking about the gaming industry, of what's happening, what is coming up, things of that nature. This is before the internet really took over and creators really took over, like you see now when you for example, like Mogul Mail, also Penguin Zero, talking about video games and things like that. This is what we had, but unfortunately Game Informer has shut down after 33 years. So let's go ahead and let's go more into this. So if you try to go to their website, you are met with this information right here. This used to be this is the Game Informer's website. If you try to click on anything else that goes to Game Informer, it leads you straight to the screen. And this is what they said: the final level. Farewell from Game Informer. After 33 thrilling years of bringing you the latest news, reviews, and insights from the ever-evolving world of gaming, it is with a heavy heart that we announce the closure of Game Informer. From the early days of pixelated adventures to today's immersive virtual realms, we have been honored to share this incredible journey with you, our loyal readers. While our presses may stop, the passion for gaming that we cultivated together will continue to live on. Thank you for being a part of our epic quest, and may your own gaming adventures never end. So touching. See, and the thing is, like, for me, playing like having Game Informer pretty much from like ever since I was a little kid. I am 31, about to be 32, and like I said, I've been around this for my whole life. I mean, they even had like small little guides and things for games, especially if people were having a hard time. But also, it's just, like I said, having the great insight of games coming out, see little previews here and there. This is before even trailers were going to be like made for certain games and everything like that. So let's go a little down memory lane with Game Informer. So Game Informer actually debuted August 1991 under FuncoLand, which they started the publishing. But then later on in 2000s is when GameStop finally acquired them and became GameStop's owned publishing for game magazines. Now, the thing is with that is, we were wondering like how people were able to get them. How was this gonna build up, really? Pretty much what they did was GameStop was like, hey, we can make it a subscription base. If you are part of our Power Up Rewards program, you also get an issue of a magazine once a month. And I believe it was like $20 a month, or $20 a year. Yeah, it's like $20 a year. So just let that sink in, because right now how money is and everything, $20 is like a meal at McDonald's. So just think, you're getting 12 magazines equivalent to a McDonald's meal nowadays. It was crazy. Game Informer, they circulated 8 million copies in the US in 2011. That was when I graduated high school, which is crazy. And they were becoming the 3rd largest magazine ever printed in the US. That's crazy. So you have like Time Magazine or Variety Magazine, and then you have Game Informer, which is video games. So right there, that is like freaking amazing, because it's video games. And back then with video games, a lot of people were like, oh, if you play video games or do it for a living, you're weird, or you better have a better hobby, or find a better hobby or a job or something like that. People just outcasted you if you're a gamer. In 2017, they went to sell 7 million copies, so they kind of took a little bit of a dip. But because of that, in 2019, GameStop actually laid off half of the staff for Game Informer, which is unfortunate. And it doesn't get any better, because in 2020, the editor-in-chief and founder, Andy McNamara, left the company. It's crazy. It's the wildest thing ever. So this is what they had. This is the article from Variety Magazine, just stating everything that I was pretty much talking about, where it was just like after 33 years of like just the the hard work and dedication that people put in, you know, it's ending. A Funko Land, the video game retailer, being acquired, and then Andrew Rayner took over for Andy McNamara, and then he left in 2022, and then Matt Miller is taking over, but now they're closing down. And the reason to this is because GameStop is actually just not doing well. They're not doing well at all because of nobody's really buying physical copy games. You know, also those trade-ins, you know, those trade-ins were kind of rough, you know, only getting like a few bucks instead of like getting an actual like a good amount of money back. Now it's just like only a few months. But yeah, the profits really declined over the years, except when you guys know during the pandemic when they had the meme stocks and everything like that. So that's it sucks that all this happened. And the crazy thing is, the last ever issue is Dragon Age the Veilguard that was released in June 2024, and it was the 367th final issue. Now it's just crazy for me because like this was like something very like part of my childhood. So seeing this disappear or to go away, it sucks, but I'm just glad I like the memories that it brought me, because I remember subscribing to the GameStop, you know, getting the magazines, everything in the mail, always running to the mailbox on Fridays, opening up, get the magazine, and just immediately run in the house and open it and read it cover to cover like 3 or 4 or 5 times. And then after that, I would take it to school, and then during lunch, all my buddies and I would gather around our lunch table, and we'd be sitting there just going over the magazine, like, and we would talk about everything. Like, I swear, the amount of stuff that we were talking and everything, it could have been a podcast and everything like that. It was just amazing. We'd ask questions, and then it was amazing at that time because also, if you guys remember, G4 was out. They had X-Play, they had Cheat, they had Attack of the Show, all that stuff. And then also they even hosted E3, so you were able to see it on G4's channel. But then also when YouTube finally came up, they made a YouTube channel and you were able to watch it like on YouTube, but you didn't get to watch it live. You were only able to watch it like when they released the footage and they like uploaded it on YouTube. So like you see like little episodes and stuff, and it was awesome. It was like a really awesome time to experience that. And actually, I want to show you guys E3. If you guys don't know what E3 is, I'll show you guys what it was.
We'll have the biggest titles in PC and console gaming, as well as the creative talents behind them. The new Star Wars Episode 1 titles, Diablo 2, Quake 3, and Donkey Kong 64 are all here, as well as next-generation console systems, the Dreamcast, PlayStation 2, and Nintendo's new Dolphin system. Plus, we have a few surprises, so stick around. It's game time.
Excitement is everywhere. We're on the floor of the Electronic Entertainment
Freaking Adam Sessler. This man is legendary. Adam Sessler is a legendary person. Like, honestly, you just cannot miss any of this stuff. Like, I honestly, I miss it. Like, let's go to this one.
Of new games. I know this one game on every.
This is G4. This is E3 on G4's channel.
Over the years, I
in
know
2004.
you've heard a lot of Nintendo people say we're all about the game. Well, guess what? We are. As this company moves forward, you're going to see more Nintendo games and different Nintendo games, and most importantly, new ways for you to relate to your games. But let me tell you one other thing. This is not a promise for what we're going to do sometime.
So you guys get the gist of the whole thing. So that's why it was just so cool seeing that all of this was like unfolding. E3, you know, Game Informer, all of these things. And unfortunately, all these things that we enjoyed during the, what I would say, the golden age or the golden era of gaming is starting to go away. And there's nothing really left for us except ourselves and like the consoles and the games that we own to this day. That's why I have my Xboxes that I own from the original all the way to the Series X. I still have physical copy games that I play from time to time because I just like that nostalgia feeling. I know some people don't like nostalgia, I guess you can say, or they just say, oh, that like you just keep thinking about the past too much. Obviously it's nostalgia, but yeah, people are just upset about that as well. But anyway, yeah, it just really sucks that it's gone, and everything else that we're like really cherishing at that time and everything is going to go away too. Unfortunately, I don't know if you guys have already know this, but letting you guys know that this is, hopefully it's not a huge shocker like down the line, but I feel like it's gonna build up. One of my favorite games, Battlefield 3, for the Xbox 360 and the PS3 servers are gonna be shut down November 7th of this year. So we already lost the Xbox 360 marketplace at the end of July, and then we're already losing Game Informer, and then also we're gonna be losing this. We're gonna be losing Battlefield 3. Oh, and Battlefield 4 and Battlefield Hardline on 360 and the PS3. So it's a stinker. Now the thing is, you are able to still play these games on the Xbox One, on the Xbox Series X, because they all have the backwards compatibility, which is good. But there are some times where the game is like, if you unlocked all this stuff and you already have the progress saved on the 360 and the PS3, sometimes that saved file where all your progress is doesn't carry over. So then it's like you have to do the whole process over again, which sucks. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. Like, how do you guys feel about it? Do you guys still have magazines? This is what I really want to know in the comments below. Were you there? Were you a subscriber for Game Informer? If so, what was your favorite issue? Because I still have my favorite issue. My favorite issue is Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. When they released that, the print looks so amazing. Let me show you guys. It's on eBay and everything, but this is the Game Informer. My favorite one. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. The way how the cover looked, how it was designed, and then obviously, world exclusive. That means if you open up the pages, there was about I think 2 to 4 pages of, or I think it was 2 to 6 pages of just straight up Call of Duty, what they were talking about, the graphics, what they did to it, new weapons that weren't, fan favorite weapons that or military favorite weapons that are in the game. Something that you're not going to want to miss, that you would want to pick up the game. And then also the cool thing is, just like any other magazine, they have stuff also added. So must-see exclusives. This was talking about Splinter Cell Conviction, and The Last Remnant. So the thing is, when those magazines come out, you're like, oh, I remember Game Informer from Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. They were talking about Splinter Cell Conviction and Last Remnant for a little bit. I might want to pick up their issue. So then you pick up the issue of that one and you read more. So it gives the person, the reader, more, just more, because you're like, oh, it's kind of like a foreshadowing feeling to it. So I think that's really what was really cool with Game Informer. But yeah, it does suck that things are going away with Game Informer, because there's a lot of insider information that you got. You actually got interviews with designers, developers, talking about games and stuff. I know it's probably boring for some people to read it, but me, I was very interested in it, and this actually helped with arguments when my friends and I would be talking about, oh, this game is supposed to have this, it's gonna have this, and they're like, no, it's not. And it's yeah, in the magazine, this person says it right here in this article, and then they're like, oh, my bad. So yeah, what do you guys think about it, about the whole thing with Game Informer? It's gonna hurt. I know it's gonna be painful for a lot of people. People are already sad about it and upset about it. I need to call my brother, because I need to get my whole tub of Game Informer magazines, and I want to bring him here, because literally I just feel like I don't want to do anything. I just want to lay in bed and literally just read through the magazines. That's how I feel with it right now. So, and also last question is, do you still have your Game Informer magazines like I do? If you guys do, make sure to cherish those, and also let me know which ones you guys have, because it'd be awesome to talk to you guys about this stuff. All right, I appreciate you guys. It's Al Pacino, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace. Oh, P.S. By the way, before I end this, I forgot. I completely forgot. Let me know in the comments below as well if you guys would like to have a Discord. So instead of just only talking to YouTube comments and chats, we can also talk in Discord and discuss things in the gaming industry. I've been thinking about doing a Discord, but I'm not entirely sure because I just don't want it to be pretty much myself in there. So just let me know if you guys would like to have a Discord and everything, and where we can have some discussions and everything like that. All right. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.